Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Sicx Tarot. I'm your host Sicx. In this video I'll be doing a weekly forecast for the 9th to the 15th of September. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Tumblr at Sicx Tarot, and you can also click like, share and subscribe and hit that bell notification because that'd be really cool of you and it'd be much appreciated on my part. And so, bring on the intro. Okay, for this week's reading, I'll be using the Sharman-Caselli Tarot. The box there. Now, I've been using these for the week on my social media. So, we'll start off. So, those of you who have been joining recently, first of all, thank you. I've been getting a few more subscribers now. So, if this is the first time watching one of these forecasts, I'll obviously do a quick explanation. So, just quick bit of shuffle. Now, if you haven't, it's got a bit out of focus. Now, if you haven't seen this deck before, they're very they wear their Rider-Waite love on their sleeve. So this is for Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Friday and the weekend. So we start off Monday and Tuesday with the Knight of Swords. So it's actually in an opposite direction to the riders, to the standard Rider-Waite. So the beginning of the week is aiming in the idea of kind of going full steam ahead and just kind of jumping straight into jumping forward and just not conquering. The word conquering just came to mind. So it feels that it's just like all or nothing, going in full pelt. So at the beginning of the week, you kind of you'd have this essence of just going full ball with it. Just kind of going, this is what I want to do. This is what needs to be done. Let's get it done. Which is a good way to start a week. However, sometimes when you rush in, you might not necessarily see all the things around you. So there might be things you miss out because you're so honed on getting this one thing done or this selection of things done. You might miss out on something else. So Wednesday and Thursday in the middle of the week, I've got the Page of Cups. So the middle of the week is showing more about sitting and taking in your environment and kind of learning from it. So it's like, okay, I'm here now, so this is here's some new things I now need to kind of learn, understand a bit. So in the middle of the week, after charging in and getting stuff done, it's like, right, this bit has been done. Now I need to sit back and think, right, I've now done this. What's the next step? Or now this is done, what's the next thing I should do? That might not necessarily be connected to this, but it's showing more that you've done your first bit of the week. Now for the rest of the week, it's kind of not learning new tactics, but it's like looking at your surroundings and thinking, right, I now need to make sure I learn my next few steps because there's a few things I need to do for my next things for later on in the week or for the following week. I need to sit back and think, right, I now need to do this. You're kind of planning out your next strategy and kind of learning what's happened, learning the lessons from the beginning of the week and applying that to what's going to happen further. So Friday in the weekend, we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is kind of pointing towards the idea of not necessarily solitude, but sitting back and kind of thinking about your own personal, your own self, kind of like self-reflection. So it's about sitting back and learning more about yourself. And so going back to the beginning of the week, you're kind of looking at it thinking, okay, that's what I've done. What can I do to improve so I may not necessarily make the same mistakes? So this is kind of about looking at yourself from within, and not necessarily isolating yourself from the world, but just more of sitting back and then taking everything in, and then maybe realizing that rushing in wasn't necessarily the best idea. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong in wanting to get things done, but there is the issue where you might necessarily look back and think, there were things I've missed. Why did I miss them? Did I purposely ignore them? Were there things I neglected? There's some things I didn't consider as important when I was focused on getting certain things done. Did I focus on the wrong thing? So it's about looking within yourself and taking some time out for you and just looking at yourself, because you're in the middle, you were learning about what the next steps to be. So maybe the next step at the end of the week is just sitting back and doing some self-reflection. So essentially, you start off by just getting your stuff done, and which is, as I said, and considering it's a Monday and a Tuesday, that's a good way to start the week. But there might have been things that you missed out, and you may have to sit and think about studying of how you could have missed them, or things you may not have considered. And then the weekend, Friday and the weekend, is more looking at yourself and trying to see what you've done, what you've achieved, and what you missed out, and maybe try and avoid making these mistakes, or learning when you go in, there's nothing wrong in getting this stuff done, but you might have to look around, see what else needs to be done. Kind of more less haste, more speed sort of thing. So that's the forecast of the week, and I'll see you on Monday. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe, and hit that bell notification. The intro and outro music was Tetris Linear Groove, available on Overclocked Remix. Give that website a look, great stuff on there. And if you also like some of my other bits, you can check out my videos, and you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Tumblr at Sicx Tarot. I'll see you again soon. Thanks again for watching.